Good morning, Year 4. We are going to start off our maths lesson today with some mental maths questions. So you need a whiteboard or a bit of paper to write these down on. Question 1. 70 multiplied by 40. Next one. 1/2 of 64. Next one. 3/5 of 45. Something multiplied by 8 is equal to 56. And fifth and finally, 248 divided by 100 is equal to... Pause the video if you need a little bit of extra time. I'm going to go through the answers. Right, so number 1 is 2,800. Number 2 is 32. Number 3 is 27. Number 4, 7 times 8 is equal to 56. And number 5, 248 divided by 100 is equal to 2.48. Right, today is Thursday, and we are learning to identify different quadrilaterals and different factors about them. Right, for your question 1 on your My Maths today, you need to know something about diagonals. Now, we do have diagonal lines, which look a little bit like this, but when we're talking about diagonals in a shape, we are talking about lines that go through from one corner to another, and this helps us differentiate shapes. So if I put my 2 lines through that square, then I put my 2 lines through the rectangle. And I've made my diagonals here, and I can do it. Oops. So when we're looking at our square over here, we can see where these 2 diagonals cross, it creates 90-degree angles just in there. However, when it crosses in our rectangle, in our rectangle, it does not make 90 degrees because all the sides aren't equal. So that information there helps us differentiate between different shapes when they're being described to us. Your second question is going to look a little bit like this. This is where you need to remember your coordinates work that we did together when we looked at Hansel and Gretel and made some maps. Right, let me read my question. What are the coordinates of D if A, B, C, and D is to be a rectangle? Now, I know a rectangle has 2 sides that are longer and 2 sides that are shorter and that are both parallel. I know that all the corners are right angles. So I know that this line must come off in this direction to make it a right angle. And I also know that this line also has to be a right angle. So it needs to be the same length. So let me use my lines that I've got here because these might be able to help me. Sometimes this is easier, you won't be able to do this on yours, but if you rotate it, so if we had a test paper in front of us and we could turn it like that, that might make it a little bit easier for us. So I've managed to do that on mine. So I'm going to go across on mine and see at a right angle where it would line up. So I think it would be this point over here, which would make it, I go along the corridor over to 10, and then up, I think it would be 10,5. So let me write that over there and let's just check. So I think that would be 10,5. Right. Good way of me checking is getting a ruler out. It's 10,6. There, so I've made mine there, and let me just check. So I went along the corridor to 10 and up the stairs. No, I went up the stairs to 6, not 5. That's because I was trying to turn my head to read that rather than turn it back. So you can see there that on your My Maths work, you're going to be asked to use coordinates to show the missing point. So just like we get asked quite regularly in our test that we do. All the best with these guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.